we've got some news and lots to tell you all about Embarkation here in the port of Southampton onto the beautiful Island Princess. Some of it is the same in all the ports, I would say, and I'll also let you know some of the things that I noticed vary by ports, as well as everything that goes along with Embarkation days. We've already had an excursion canceled. Lots to tell you about the Island Princess. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday. It is October 5th of 2023. Before we get going, I would like to invite you to please subscribe. We'd love to have you in our Let's Go family, and I think you need to be with us. I think you would thoroughly enjoy being part of the conversation every day. So hit that subscribe button, and also please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy our updates and learn anything at all from us and enjoy coming along. Okay, first off, this is, we've already had a big itinerary change. I've got the video right after I tell you this so that you can hear everything that the captain said, but due to weather, we are going to miss Stavanger tomorrow. We are going to end up in Trondheim, which we've been to both ports, and I would take Trondheim over Stavanger any day. Trondheim has the cathedral where all of the kings and queens of Norway have been crowned and henceforth will be crowned for the foreseeable future. It's beautiful. So much history there. You can walk there from the ship. There's lots to see in Trondheim. So while of course I'm sad because we were really excited to see what we were going to see tomorrow, it's okay. And the captain is truly doing his best to try to get us north so that we can still have the chance to see the northern lights in spite of the weather. So I'll tuck that in. I apologize right when he started talking. I grabbed my phone to video to listen, and so I clearly didn't know what all to video in our cabin here. So, but I thought you would like to hear what the captain has to say. But with that knowledge, we were hoping to do a meet and greet for all of the Let's Go family members who are on board the ship. So I hope you hear this. Gordon will post it over on Facebook. We bumped into some lovely Let's Go family members this afternoon, and they were really sweet and let us know that up in the horizon court, there forward, right where up in the front where the windows are, that it is so beautiful to look out. That really empties out a lot around 3 p.m. So tomorrow on our unexpected sea day, let's plan to have a meet and greet there, and we'll just start at 3 o'clock. Gordon and I don't have to be anywhere until 7:30, and so we would really love the opportunity to say hi to all of you and have a minute to just enjoy getting to see each other, and you all can talk to each other too. So please come and join us if you can. Alrighty, and then so no more sail away out of Stavanger, but we will have a sail away out of Trondheim. What day is that, Gordon? Do you know?
Saturday.
It'll be on Saturday, okay?
6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock, which is about noon Eastern time in the United States. So we'll keep you posted about that, but I wanted to share that with you right off. And here's the rest of my video.
Of a change to the scheduled itinerary. Now, there is a large weather system that's forming in the Norwegian Sea. It was supposed to be off the top of Scotland, but it's moved rather quickly to the east, and it's forecast to create high winds and heavy seas along our scheduled route. Now, in order to protect this Northern Lights cruise and get us north, we've had to make the necessary decision to cancel the call tomorrow into Stavanger. We've increased the speed in order to try and get ahead of the worst of it, and we will make a call into Trondheim on October the 7th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, I'm afraid we may still experience some rough seas on our passage. It looks like it's set to deteriorate overnight, around 35 knots forecast in the morning. With around 3 to 4 meter seas, that's around 9 to 12 feet. And tomorrow evening we may get up to about 5 meters, 15 feet of seas and 50 knots of winds. But we're doing our best to get ahead, so we should avoid the worst of the weather and create a comfortable cruise for you. Now, for those of you who are on Princess Shore excursions booked for Stavanger, your ship portfolio will be credited automatically. You do not need to visit the Shore Excursions desk or guest services to receive your refund. And my team is researching shore excursion options for Trondheim and will advise you when they're available to book through the Shore Excursions desk or on your Princess Medallion class app. Now, I know the cancellation of any port is disappointing, regardless of the reason, but I appreciate your understanding of the change, and we'll try to make the cruise as comfortable as possible and get up to the north so that we can hopefully find some northern lights for you. So that's it from me, really, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my apologies, but the safety of the ship and all of you on board is my #1 priority. Thank you.
Along with that is I just wanted to tell you really quick, and then I'll do the quick thing of news and talk to you more about the Island Princess. I just wanted to say how grateful I am that our group cruise is off to a wonderful start. There are 13 of us here all together, so it's a small group, but it is perfect. We have amazing people that came with us. Such a delight to get to know them and have the opportunity to associate with them on this cruise. We met up yesterday afternoon, 3 o'clock, and then we had dinner together. We have a set time for dinner every evening, and so people can join us as often or as not often as they would like. And then every day we're getting together otherwise as well. Some of us are going on some of the same excursions, and we are just going to have a wonderful time together. It's extra special because we get to travel together and have a nice time. So if you are interested in any group cruises, let me know. I could talk about that again another day and let you know what some of them are. I just have a lot to tell you about the Island Princess today. So a lot of fun is afoot. Now, first of all, let's talk about the news really quick. And because I think it's such a big deal, Norwegian is canceled 3 months worth of cruises on the Norwegian Escape. So if you happen to have a cruise booked on the Norwegian Escape from January through the end of March of 2025, those cruises are canceled. And Norwegian says they are going to go ahead and refund your money. And because they did this to those who had those cruises booked, they are going to give a 10% future cruise credit to those passengers, and they are going to be able to use that through the end of 2025 on another cruise. Alrighty, they did not give a reason. We don't know why, if she's going to get a dry dock or if it's been chartered or anything else. So we'll let you know as we hear any more details about that. And if any of you have heard anything else that's going on about that, let us know. Another item that I think is news, it's just really, I think, very helpful to know about. Now, we've got a Let's Go family member who kindly let me know he was just sailing from Vancouver on the Wine Country cruise that comes down and goes along the coast of California there. And when they stopped in San Francisco, they had to get off the ship for customs. So let me explain to you how it worked so that if this happens to you, you can really be prepared for it. So they were told that they would have to disembark the ship in order to go through US Customs, and then they would be back on board the ship. So first of all, everyone had to go through the Princess Theater. That's where they kind of went out to meet with the customs officials, the Border Patrol there of the United States. And so he said he got in line at about 1:45. The line, of course, was super long. He finally got off the ship, went through customs about 3:45. But then the thing that I think you need to be prepared to know if you're on a cruise like this is they were not able, they thought they were going to be able to just loop around and get right back on board the ship. When they went to do that, they were told that they had to stay off the ship until everyone was off. And so that made it so that they had to wait in that little terminal, the port area there, until 6 p.m. That's how long it took to process everyone off the ship. Now, I don't know, and he didn't say, I don't know if that was a surprise to Princess, if they didn't know that no one was going to be allowed back on until everyone was off. He said that they had like 10 to 12 Border Patrol agents there, and that is not under the control of Princess. That's just Border Patrol. That's their own deal. That's not Princess's fault. But be aware if you are doing this, whether it was a surprise to Princess that people just couldn't get right back on, be aware that when you get off, make sure that you take anything with you that you're going to need for a little while. May as well schedule something to do when you get off, or take the chance to go walk around or do whatever you want. Just have something in your back pocket to plan on. There also, I think that there's people he mentioned that were getting off and we're not expecting to have to stand up for such a long time, and there wasn't like enough adequate seating for everybody, so that was hard on people. So this is just a heads up. If you come from somewhere and you get off in your first port there in the United States and you have to be processed through, they maybe aren't going to let you back on the ship right away. I'm trying to think if that's ever happened to us. I don't think it has. It's not happened to Gordon and I, but put in the comments below if this has happened to you or anything similar. I think it just really helps us all know what to expect in all of the ports so we can be a little bit more well prepared, and I really appreciate that. So thank you all very much. Now the next thing I'm going to tell you about is Embarkation Day, and then I've got a little bit to tell you about our minibar setup and and the internet. We're going to talk about the internet here on the Island Princess. So first of all, as I told you yesterday, we stayed overnight at the Holiday Inn there in Southampton, and I love everybody chimed in about that. And I am sure it depends a little bit on your room. Our room was really worn out, and our bed was really hard and very uneven. But you know what? It's okay. This is the hard thing about my job with talking to you all about things, is everybody has different expectations, and I kind of just try to tell you how it is. Would I stay there again? Oh heavens, yes. I would stay there again. Absolutely. Nothing was scary. Nothing was awful. No, it's okay. It was okay. All right. So anyway, I would do that again. I'm sure we will do that again at some point. So anyway, we ended up calling the taxi the night before, scheduled that. So right at 10:30, he pulled right up, picked us up, drove us over to the port. Like I said, that was like somewhere between 5 and 10 minute ride. It cost £10. And then they do pull you right up there. And if you want to walk, absolutely, you can walk. There are sidewalks. I feel like I saw sidewalks the whole way, including when you're in that port area and going around. So you wouldn't have to worry. There are sidewalks that would work just fine. So as he pulled us right up, there was one of the port workers there telling us, she just, bless her, she looked right at our luggage tag and could see our deck and told us which of the baggage pods, as they called them there, to take our luggage to. So we just wheeled it right over there, and there were people at each one, and you just literally, they just rolled it and plunked it right on, took it from you and put it right on the conveyor belt that took it up to put it on the ship. So that worked extra smooth. And then we walked along there and went in the terminal building. They did not have a separate line for Blue Lane. They had the lane there for the Elite and Platinum to go ahead. So we got in that line. It looked like the line was just as short, if not shorter, for the people it happened to be that were not Elite or Platinum. Both of the lines seemed to be moving at about the same speed. We the little window that it said that we were supposed to embark on our cruise, it said from 11 to 3, and we got there what did I tell? Well, they picked us up at 10:30, like at about 20 till is when we got there, somewhere give or take a minute or two. So by 11:45, as we were just finishing there with them getting us our medallion, and that is when they announced that people could go ahead and get on the ship. And they of course start with Elite and Suite guests first, and of course your reserve mini suites get to go with that first group. And so we started the process. You could just get in the line that goes through those little, you know, long line things and waiting to go through security. As we went to be our turn to go through security, the people that were letting people, there were 2 security lines. So as they told you which one to go to, they read everybody's medallion. I am sure that is a security measure to make sure that there was no one there with a medallion from another trip or anybody trying to do anything to get on the ship that shouldn't be. That was great going through. They did make us take our laptops out. They wanted them out. They didn't even want them in the case. They wanted them out of the case and just laying in the little tray thing to go through security. They didn't seem to mind anything else. I had like a half of a bottle of Diet Coke that I, you know, the small size, that they didn't even mind liquids at all. So heads up on that. That was kind of nice. And so then as soon as we got through that, they had us go up an escalator. There was an elevator available for people that needed that. And then we were able to get right on the ship. They have a gangway. It wasn't super long. It worked out just great. So we got right on the ship, and as we were getting on, and also down in the area there when they first announced that people could go ahead and embark on the ship, they said that the rooms would not be ready until 1 o'clock. Now, sometimes we have been on cruises that the rooms, you know, they say that, and then the rooms have been, they've made an announcement that now all the rooms are ready before 1, but on this one they didn't do that, so it really took until 1 o'clock to have them all ready. But they did say that you could go put your stuff down in your cabin and then just leave so that the room steward could finish everything up. So that's what we did. That was very handy. Then we went and ate lunch at the Bordeaux restaurant. That is the restaurant that was open. And let me show you here. They have this paper that they gave us at Embarkation. Right here. Let's see, right there as they were handing us our medallions, they gave us this paper right here, and the information that it's got on it here is how to log in to the medallion net, which is super handy. So if you want to know what that is, in case they don't give this to you, you simply put your phone in airplane mode, go to your settings and to the Wi-Fi and select medallion net, and then access Wi-Fi through the app. So once I put my phone on airplane mode and then I go select in my settings the medallion net, it always throws me right onto the internet and it stays. Now my laptop also, once I put my laptop, you know, you just select, you know, your Wi-Fi, you select the medallion net, it worked really well to go, it keeps it. Every time I open it, I don't have to log into the Wi-Fi again. It was the same way on the Island Princess last week, in July when we were here. The other thing is that they remind you here that it pays to plus, and they do have different stations set up, like in a lot of places by the main dining rooms, by the in the piazza area, by some of the shops, they've got those set up. By the buffet, they've got them set up. I noticed one out by the pool. They've got those set up a lot of places trying to get people to sign up for the Plus or the Premier package. So be aware of that. And then on the back, it just, which I thought was so handy dandy, here it tells you like what time, like when you get on the ship, what the dining venues are going to be. So it showed the Bordeaux restaurant, the main dining room there was open from noon to 1:30. The grill up there on deck 15, up there by, it's deck 15 forward. It's like you've got your pool and then it's up one. That's where the grill is, where you can get like your hamburgers, your hot dogs. I want to say a pulled pork sandwich is what they have on here, and street tacos. And it's interesting to me because when we were on this ship in July, they had a pulled pork sandwich, but when I was just on the Emerald Princess, they didn't have pulled pork. They had a barbecue chicken, and it was okay. It wasn't really good. It was like, you can eat it, but it wasn't that great. And I was hungry, so I ate it. They also let you know that the Slice pizza place is open, and that is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And on Embarkation Day, that the World Fresh Marketplace would be serving food from 11 to 5:30. Incidentally, at 5:30, then they just switch over to dinner and they start serving dinner. So really, you can get food there all of the time. So there's that. They also talked about when the sail away party would be, the captain's, cocktails by the pool, the bars that are open for that, and then some other places to go on board. They reminded everybody about the Lotus Spot and the art gallery. So I thought this was a really handy piece of paper, especially for people that have never been on Princess or never been on this ship and don't know what to expect. The next thing, okay, so we got, then I just have a lot to tell you. So once we got on, we went ahead and ate our lunch. I really enjoyed that. We got done at about 1:45. So we went ahead and walked around, just enjoyed the ship for a few minutes, and then we went to our cabin at 1. Our medallions would not open our cabin. We tried and tried and tried, and finally one of the room stewards that wasn't ours was walking by, and with his handy dandy card that opens everything, he could get it to open, but he couldn't get it to open with either one of ours, so we said we had to go to customer service. So we went down to customer service, and the lady there was really, really nice. She says, I'll report it. She was going to give us new medallions to make it work, but that system wasn't working either. So I think they honestly had some glitches. She couldn't do a new medallion, but she did give us a card in case our medallions would not work, and she reported it. By the time we got up here, they had already fixed it, and our medallions opened our door just fine. And they've opened it fine every time ever since. And I do want to tell you, on this cruise, we are right by the aft elevators, and it is really quiet. I just wanted to let you know I am always really conscious of where I choose for our room to be, as well as where I try to help people choose when they want to be on a cruise. And I want you to know it is really quiet, and this ship is very full. And so just as a point of reference for you, I think that it would probably be noisier if it was during spring break, or if it was during the summertime when there were lots and lots of children on board, just because children like to play, that it is really super quiet. That's just a separate note for you. Let's see, so we ate and then we got here to our room, and a couple of notes about that. First of all, with the minibar setup, I've got a couple of pictures here to show you what is included, and that I do have cheese in the refrigerator as you look at that picture. One of my favorite things when I go to Europe is to enjoy some of the cheese that they have. So I wanted you to see though what is included, and here's an interesting note for you. To change out, so I had them change out the minibar all to Diet Coke. We had already ordered a couple of the 12 packs of bottled water, so we didn't need any of the water that came with it, and so we had them change it all out. So for that, I get 20 cans of Diet Coke, which is really a deal. That's a good deal for Princess, because the drinks that I switch it out for cost more than the Diet Coke does. But here's something interesting if you didn't know. When you are elite with Princess, you get the free minibar set up on every cruise that you sail on, right? And here's the note though, if you go on a 7-day cruise, you get the same amount as you do if you go on a 14-day cruise. And so I thought I would point that out to you and just let you know that don't think that when you book the 14-day cruise that now you're going to get 40 cans of Diet Coke. That's not the way it works. And I'll bring you up to date if I notice anything different, but I thought that would be really useful information for you, as well as for you to let you see what else is included. I am sure that if out of all of those drinks, if there is something else you would like to trade it for, I like to think that you can, but you would have to ask and see what they think. All right. Now, another important thing here I wanted to point out is the internet speed. When we were on this ship in July, it was fast, and we went clear up to Iceland. Now, this time we are going to go further north. We are going higher into the Arctic Circle, and we are going to stay there for days. But we coming out of Southampton, and now we clearly are going up, we're in the North Sea now, heading north, we have not had internet speeds this whole trip, even coming out of London, as good as they were when we were on here in July. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what changes with that, but I do want to let you know, for everyone who likes to know these kind of speeds, that the upload speed, when Gordon just checked it, is 3.8 megabits, and the download speed is 2.7 megabits. Just to put that into perspective for you, at home our upload speed is 250 megabits. No, wait, did I say that wrong? Our download speed, Gordon's like 250 megabits is our download speed at home, and our upload speed is very slow where we live compared to what he gets at work. It is 15 megabits. So just wanted to give you kind of an idea, and you know what yours is at home, so that you know what to expect when you're thinking about things. Let's see. Alrighty, the excursion that we have already had canceled. So one of the places that we stop on this trip is Lofoten Islands. We got to go there before when we came on our Midnight Sun cruise in 2018, and we had one of the most magical days I have ever had on a cruise excursion. Fabulous day. We booked the same tour again because we loved it that much, and it has now been canceled. So I have actually submitted to an independent tour company here that a couple of our Let's Go family members in our group had booked the excursion with, and what you do is you just submit the day that you want to go on their excursion, and then they're going to email us back and let us know if they have availability for that. If they don't do that, we'll see what else we can pick up for that day. But I was really sad that that was already canceled. Tomorrow we're going to be in Stavanger, and we're going to go on an excursion that takes you to a place that's Norway's largest boulder field. That's why I chose that excursion, so I'm really excited. We'll take you along with us on that. Yesterday they also gave us the Princess prizes. They gave us this page. It was just on our desk here at Embarkation. So Princess is still doing Princess prizes. It is still part of the Premier package that Princess has, and you can also play it if you want to for $10 a day. And they've still got the thing exciting that you can win different prizes. Every cruise they give away a free cruise for 2 people. You can get a 3-day trip to New York for 2 that includes airfare and a hotel, a tour of the FE Jewelry headquarters, and a $10,000 shopping spree. How fun is that? It says, and much more. So lots there. And then they do include this, that is just to remind everybody that Princess says it pays to plus. So I just think you should see what your behavior patterns are and see if it pays for you to plus. I know that's really funny, but a lot of people, it works wonders for, it works perfect, saves you money, it's a great option. And for some people, not so much. So this is just really handy. And if you have any questions about the Princess Plus package and the Premier package, put them in the comments and I'm happy to talk to you about it, because that's a really big topic of conversation as people try to decide what works good for them, how much they should spend on that, and what it's worth. Because truly, if you aren't going to use it, you shouldn't pay for it. But at the same time, be really careful that if you're going to use it, you pay for it, because otherwise you're going to spend a lot more money on things and pay way more than you would for that $60 a day. And I know that we look at the price of a cruise, at least I do. You look at the price of the cruise and then you think $60 more a day, and you think, well, that times 2. But really, you need to think of all of the things that it includes and everything that you enjoy to do on your vacation, and then decide what to do about it. Now, don't forget that tomorrow we're going to be leaving Stavanger at noon Eastern time. If you would like to join us on our live that we have sailing out of Southampton, we got a copyright ding because it picked up music from the sail away. And so we're just going to clip that out. So come and join us if you can. I hate to take anything out of a sail away, but when you get that copyright thing, sometimes that's just the easiest thing to do. So that's what we're going to have to do. So come in and join us if you can. I am really excited for the live sail away that we're going to have on the Carnival celebration November 5th. Just put that on your calendar now. And so many people have told me that Carnival wins when it comes to sail away parties. So I'm going to be out there and show it to you. So if you hear the music and see all of the things happening during the live sail away, do come and plan to join us if you can, because if we get a bunch of copyright dings and that, we'll have to take it out. Some of it is just really hard to try to cover up with something else. You just kind of have to make it work. So mark that on your calendar so that you can come and join us and see what it's like on Carnival. I am really excited to try it. Some people love Carnival and Princess and Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. It's really interesting to me how many people really enjoy a lot of different cruise lines for different things. So I'm really excited to see what Carnival's like and see where it sits in the lineup for me. So I look forward to talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that IKEA? Yes, it is. get out of your taxi or walk up, and then they tell you which pod to go to, and then you just hand them your luggage. It goes up the ramp. Just wanted to show you how that's how it works here. And then you head down here to departures. You doing okay? It is cruise day. Thank you.
Hello, welcome. Good.
Sorry, do you want me to do that? I know. Good morning.
This is Bronte, if you're any of these.
I'm Elite, yes.
This way then.
It's
This
okay, I
way.
don't have my medallion,
No,
right?
no, you're picking it up at check-in.
Thank you. It's like the Elite is full. Sorry. The line for non-elite is shorter. If anybody wants to know that. Thank you. Good morning. Just stay close. No security. We just got done with security, and here we go. We do have an elevator right here. An elevator. Okay, good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, that's great. Are you okay? a sec. Alrighty, here we are. We just got into our cabin. Look how bright and sunny it is. I just honestly, with all of the cruise lines that I have been on, I really enjoy Princess's. I don't work for Princess. I don't get anything from Princess for saying this, but I really like how light and how their cabins are laid out. I really enjoy that.